Unveiling the origins, the genesis of Egyptian civilization. The origins of Egyptian civilization stand as an enigma shrouded in the mists of time. Spanning millennia, the story of how this ancient civilization began is a tapestry woven with threads of innovation, culture, and the indomitable spirit of the Nile. In this in-depth exploration, we unravel the mysteries surrounding the birth of Egyptian civilization, drawing insights from archaeological discoveries and the perspectives of renowned historians. The gift of the Nile. Egypt's unique geographical setting, blessed by the life-giving Nile River, played a pivotal role in the genesis of its civilization. Dr. Mark Leiner, a leading Egyptologist, emphasizes the significance of the Nile as the lifeblood of Egypt, nurturing fertile lands through annual floods and fostering agricultural abundance. The river not only sustained communities but also laid the groundwork for the agricultural surplus that fueled the growth of early settlements. The ancient Egyptians revered the Nile as a divine force, shaping their worldview and influencing the very essence of their civilization. It was not merely a river, it was the source of life and prosperity. Dr. Mark Leiner. Predynastic period. The emergence of the Egyptian civilization is often traced back to the Predynastic period, a time of tribal communities and burgeoning social structures. Dr. Barbara Adams, an esteemed archaeologist, highlights the gradual transition from nomadic lifestyles to settled agricultural communities along the Nile's banks. This period laid the foundation for the complexities that would define the future of Egypt. The Predynastic period marks the early stirrings of social organization, agriculture, and the establishment of rudimentary hierarchies that would eventually coalesce into the grand tapestry of Egyptian civilization. Dr. Barbara Adams. The unification. One of the pivotal moments in the genesis of Egyptian civilization was the unification of Upper and Lower Egypt. Renowned Egyptologist Dr. Catherine Barg describes this unification as a transformative event, symbolized by the iconic Narmer palette. This unifying force, often attributed to King Narmer, heralded the beginning of a centralized political structure and marked the start of the dynastic period. The Narmer palette is a tangible expression of the monumental shift that occurred during the unification of Upper and Lower Egypt. It signifies not just political amalgamation but the birth of a cohesive and enduring civilization. Dr. Catherine Bard. Cultural flourishing and monumental achievements. The early dynastic period witnessed the flourishing of Egyptian culture, characterized by monumental architectural achievements and artistic endeavors. Dr. Salima Ikram, an Egyptologist and renowned author, underscores the significance of the step pyramid of Djoser as a testament to early Egyptian architectural innovation. The step pyramid of Djoser stands as an architectural marvel, reflecting the aspirations and capabilities of a civilization entering a new era of cultural and artistic expression. Dr. Salima Ikram. The Nile's nurturing embrace, birthplace of civilization. Explore the pivotal role played by the Nile River in shaping the foundations of Egyptian civilization, nurturing fertile lands and fostering the agricultural surplus that became the cornerstone of early settlements. Tribes to communities, unraveling the Predynastic tapestry. Delve into the complexities of the Predynastic period, tracing the transition from nomadic tribal lifestyles to settled agricultural communities along the Nile, laying the groundwork for the social structures that defined Egyptian civilization. Narmer's triumph, unification of Upper and Lower Egypt. Witness the transformative moment in Egyptian history as King Narmer's unification of Upper and Lower Egypt reshapes the political landscape, heralding the onset of the dynastic period and a centralized governing structure. Early dynastic cultural renaissance, architectural marvels and artistic flourishing. Step into the cultural renaissance of the early dynastic period, where monumental architectural achievements, including the iconic step pyramid of Djoser, and artistic endeavors reflect the aspirations and capabilities of a civilization entering a new era. Beyond Narmer, the dynastic unfolding. Explore the unfolding narrative of the dynastic period, tracing the reigns of successive pharaohs and the dynamic evolution of Egyptian society, religion, and governance. Hieroglyphs and writing, the birth of Egyptian script. Uncover the emergence of hieroglyphs and writing systems as essential components of Egyptian civilization, contributing to the preservation of history, literature, and religious texts. Trade and exchange, Egypt's cultural interactions. Investigate the role of trade and cultural exchange in shaping Egyptian civilization, as Egypt's strategic location facilitated interactions with neighboring civilizations and distant lands. Temples, tombs, and monuments, architectural legacies of ancient Egypt. Examine the enduring architectural legacies of ancient Egypt, from grand temples to elaborate tombs, revealing the cultural and religious significance embedded in these monumental structures. Divine kingship, pharaohs as living gods. Delve into the concept of divine kingship, where pharaohs were not merely rulers but considered living gods, exploring the religious and political dimensions of this central tenet in Egyptian civilization. Cultural resilience, navigating challenges and influencing the future. Uncover how Egyptian civilization demonstrated resilience in the face of challenges, adapting to changing circumstances and leaving an indelible mark on the course of history. These headings provide a comprehensive structure for exploring the multifaceted origins of Egyptian civilization, allowing for a nuanced exploration of its evolution and impact on the ancient world. The enigmatic Sphinx, guardian of ancient mysteries. Unravel the mysteries surrounding the Sphinx, an iconic symbol of ancient Egypt, exploring its role, significance, and the enigmas that continue to captivate scholars and enthusiasts alike. Agricultural revolution, sustaining civilization along the Nile. Examine the agricultural practices that fueled the growth of Egyptian civilization, emphasizing the innovations that emerged along the fertile banks of the Nile. Cultural synthesis, influences from Nubia and beyond. Explore the cultural synthesis that defined Egyptian civilization, considering the influences and interactions with neighboring regions, particularly Nubia, and their impact on art, religion, and societal norms. The Rosetta Stone, deciphering ancient scripts. Delve into the significance of the Rosetta Stone in deciphering ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs, unlocking a wealth of knowledge preserved in inscriptions and texts. Women in ancient Egypt, roles and influences. Highlight the roles and influences of women in Egyptian civilization, shedding light on the often overlooked contributions of queens, priestesses, and women of various societal strata. Economic pillars, trade, industry, and prosperity. Examine the economic foundations that supported the grandeur of ancient Egypt, from flourishing trade routes to thriving industries, contributing to the prosperity of the civilization. The afterlife obsession, death rituals and funerary practices. Explore the intricate beliefs and practices surrounding death and the afterlife in ancient Egypt, emphasizing the elaborate funerary rituals and the construction of monumental tombs. Decline and transformation, the evolution of Egyptian civilization. Trace the phases of decline and transformation in Egyptian civilization, examining the factors that contributed to shifts in political power, societal norms, and cultural expressions. Egypt's enduring influence,